Well, hello again, YouTube. It's Petey Twofinger on a wonderful Saturday afternoon. It's rainy here in Chicago, but I feel great. I'm in a good mood, and I go on YouTube, and up pops this band on Adult Swim Fish Center. Which I have to look into that. Adult Swim Fish Center Live 2019. The band is called Daughters. And they're awesome. The singer's got a goofy haircut. How come I'm always like 10 years late to the party? I mean, this is some incredibly great music. Daughters, I looked them up.
The whole mindset was like, are we going to be...
So I'm going to be checking some of that out today. Daughters rock band, American rock band formed in 2002. It's Providence, Rhode Island, after the breakup of As the Sun Sets, which was a band. Band's current lineup consists of these dudes. Has a Wikipedia article. They've got a Facebook page, and they're on Ipecac Recordings, which record label home to none other than Melvin's and all of Mike Patton's whatever he releases. Mike Patton, Phantomus. I believe Melt Banana is even on Ipecac. So, yeah, here we go. Daughters came out October 26, 2018. If anyone else said it, you might flip them off on principle alone. However, by titling their 2018 full-length and debut on Ipecac Recordings, you won't get what you want. Daughters sends a crystal clear message. They blur the lines of fickle heavy music subgenres in the first place, quietly ignite a cult fervor typically reserved for grindhouse phenomena. Whatever that means, it's some good shit. Trust me, check out this band called Daughters. Like I said, they're on this Fish Center video, which I will include a link in the description. You can check that video out as how I ran into them. More recently, I had discovered Black Midi, which is a band that they don't have a real lot of output, a real young band that kind of falls in that same wheelhouse of music that if you put it on around normies, that they would say something. That this is music reserved for people who have exceptional or exquisite taste in unusual music. So that's not to say that, yeah, there is a certain thrill if you have a kicker box and a 500 or 600 watt sound system in your car and it's loaded with speakers. If someone is playing some pop music next to you, there's a certain thrill to lighting up some lightning bolt and turning it up to 30, which is awesome, and it does feel good. But I'm not the type of guy who would do that and then turn it down, because I do love that weird music. So basically the point is, it's not necessarily, I could see how this type of stuff, people would look at it as an Emperor's New Clothes thing, that the only reason you're listening to that is when people are around to make you look cool or different. And trust me, that's not the case. I went through a long period of listening to unusual stuff that kind of you get used to. It doesn't sound weird. To me, none of that stuff sounds weird. It doesn't sound like what's popular. Okay, so to me, that's a good thing. Other people will say, what you're listening to, it's just sound effects and car horns and circus music, and it's jazz. It's jazz. You don't realize it, but it's jazz. Well, does that mean it's bad that I'm listening to jazz? You like reggae and the Rolling Stones, so I'm bad because my music is too angry? Well, maybe I have a reason to be angry, so we'll leave it at that. My own personal being judged by other people probably isn't very entertaining. I will say that a day when I find a band that's doing something unusual is few and far between, and that's sad. Today on YouTube I found a video, 50 Judas Priest guitar licks, and of course it's got 68,000 views. It's a guy in a leather jacket with a Tool shirt on, standing up against a wall of black foam with his SG guitar, playing perfectly. Sounds exactly like the album, one after another, perfect renditions of Judas Priest songs. And that's where rock is. It's guitar players. You got your Marshall and you got your Les Paul, and that's it. There's no room for anything else. We are stuck with the razor blade with the hands on it. That's where we're at. You know, Motley Crue, that kind of just dumb pub rock, tattooed earring, mustache, girlfriend slapping, cheating on his wife, you know, not paying child support, just dirt bag type of rocker dude. That's what's good. And if you're not, and those guys, they will invade your area. If you're like having a picnic and you got a radio and you're playing this, they will come over and go through your CDs and try to find something. If you're playing that stuff, because this has happened to me before. And thank goodness, out of a huge book of CDs, I had one Zappa CD in the back, and the guy remembered Titties and Beer. So that was, that's the, like, the mentality, and that what is good to this guy. None of the actual music on the Zappa recording meant anything to the guy but Titties and Beer. That's good. All the incredible music, these musicians that are the cream of the crop, Zappa writing the most challenging music he could possibly summon, doesn't mean squat, but Titties and Beer is good. And the guy, he literally is going through, I said, hey, if you would like to take a look through my book of CDs, you're welcome to put anything you would like to put on. Because this was just a fantastic moment for me, being able to torture these guys who thought they were so cool with all of their rock accessories and their Harleys. I know they were a band. I know they were. And they didn't realize that they were in the presence of a band. Because we didn't play the part. We don't have the accessories. So, if you're one of those type of guys, you're in the wrong place. I know I don't have many views watching this channel, and that's fine with me. Okay, it's definitely not what's popular on this channel, because what's popular is shit. And unfortunately, the whole rock thing is stuck. All of those guys, all of the guys who are in Guitar Center and guessing and constantly jonesing and buying new gear, those guys are the problem, because they won't do anything. They won't think for themselves. They can't advance. They're stuck on Led Zeppelin, Aerosmith, Judas Priest, and in the meantime there's these incredible other bands that are out there that are influencing a very small group of people the fringe guys, like this band, Daughters. I guarantee if you went to those guys' house and you dug through their record collection, you would find a lot of bands that I listen to and a lot of more unusual and varied music. And those are the type of people that influence me. So, that's my 2 cents. Check out the album. The link's in the description. And peace.